There is a moment with Rolex Authorized Dealers that most people never notice. Because it doesn't feel dramatic. There's no call, no signal, no shift in tone. Nothing changes on the surface. But internally, the decision is already made. Not about the watch, about you. And once that moment passes, everything you do after is just noise. Most clients believe the decision happens when the watch arrives, or when inventory opens up, or when the sales associate advocates for them, or when enough time has passed. That's comforting. It makes waiting feel productive. But that's not how allocation actually works. The decision is not triggered by availability. Availability only reveals who was already chosen. The real decision happens much earlier, quietly, and permanently. Here's the first mistake. People think Rolex Authorized Dealers decide based on how badly you want the watch. They don't. Desire is abundant. Everyone wants the same pieces. Everyone has a story. Everyone is passionate. Desire does not differentiate. It actually creates risk. The decision is not emotional, it's structural. They're asking one question. What happens after this client gets what they want? The moment they decide is the moment they stop evaluating upside and start evaluating downside. Not financially, behaviorally. They're scanning for signals that answer, will this client become more demanding? Will expectations escalate? Will this turn into entitlement? Will this relationship become heavier after allocation? That's the filter. The decision happens when they feel confident the answer is no. The moment is rarely dramatic. It usually happens during a follow-up that doesn't push, a delay that doesn't change your tone, a conversation where you don't negotiate the future. It happens when time passes, and your behavior stays clean. That's when they decide. Because consistency under uncertainty is rare, and rarity is memorable. Most people unknowingly sabotage the moment. They start strong, they're polite, they're patient. Then time stretches, and that's when micro-shifts appear. Subtle urgency creeps in. Future allocations get mentioned. Timelines get hinted at. Expectations start forming. Nothing explosive, nothing rude, but enough to change the risk profile. And once that happens, the decision silently closes. This is where people get confused. They think staying active helps. They think being visible keeps them top of mind. But visibility without control creates friction. Every extra signal adds weight. Every check-in adds interpretation. Every emotional adjustment adds complexity. The client who wins is not the most present. It's the client who's most predictable. Urgency isn't the enemy. Uncontrolled urgency is. The clients who get selected know how to apply pressure without noise. They show interest without dependence. They follow up without escalation. They stay relevant without forcing outcomes. That balance creates psychological safety. And safety is what allows a decision to lock in. This is why people say, "It feels random. They ghosted me. I don't get it." Because nothing visibly happened. But internally, the decision already resolved. From that point on, allocation is procedural. The call is just execution. If you missed the moment, no amount of patience later fixes it. Rolex Authorized Dealers don't decide who deserves the watch. They decide who creates the least future friction. That's it. The moment they decide is the moment they feel safe handing you leverage. And once that moment passes, you're either already in, or you're waiting forever. If you're still waiting, the question isn't how long it's been. It's whether the decision already happened without you realizing it. Because Rolex Authorized Dealers don't reward patience. They reward composure at the exact moment everyone else starts leaking urgency. Thanks for watching. If you want more insights on status, luxury, and the psychology behind it all, make sure to subscribe and stay tuned. This is StatusDriven. See you in the next one.